Mario Kart World is the most ambitious and innovative game in the series to date, utilizing the power of the Switch 2 to the fullest. Blending the classic racing structure with open-world elements, the game allows free movement on interconnected tracks. In the 24-player Knockout Tour mode, some racers are eliminated after each checkpoint, and the competition becomes increasingly fierce. Features such as off-road driving, sliding off walls, and floating in the air require developing new tactics. With the free roam mode, you can freely roam the map, discover hidden missions, and customize your vehicle in detail. Nostalgia and innovation come together in the same pot with improved visuals and renewed retro tracks. Sound design, environmental details, and racing dynamics feel top-notch. With its both fun and strategic structure, it offers one of the most fast-paced racing experiences of the summer months. Death Stranding 2 takes Sam Porter Bridges' journey to a wider, riskier, and more personal dimension. This time, the story takes place on the Australian coast, with harsh natural conditions, new threats, and an effort to reconnect with humanity at the forefront. The journey is no longer just about delivery. Decisions, relationships, and emotional burdens are felt more heavily. Monorail systems, advanced vehicles, and environmental hazards make routes more strategic. Fighting mechanics have been deepened, and with new parry systems and gadgets, both stealth and conflict dynamics are richer. The asynchronous multiplayer structure has been preserved, and players can benefit from each other's tracks. The visuals and atmosphere are striking, and the music and character interactions again offer a cinematic integrity. Kojima's thematic narrative turns into a more accessible but equally intense experience in this sequel. The classic Shinobi series is revisited in the modern age with hand-drawn visuals. Prepared by the development team of Streets of Rage 4, this game combines the 2D action platformer genre with stylish fighting mechanics. Combat is both fluid and satisfying with fast sword combos, evasive maneuvers, and special ninja spells. The game's Metroidvania-inspired structure offers hidden paths to discover and alternative areas that can be unlocked with skills. Each animation scene is meticulously hand-drawn, and the fights are like a visual spectacle. Boss battles require not only reflexes but also strategy, keeping the player constantly on their toes. While preserving Shinobi's iconic atmosphere, the classic spirit is transformed into a fresh experience with new generation touches. It stands out as one of the most stylish action games of the summer. Rematch offers an arcade-based sports experience that sets aside the rules of classic football and increases the tempo to the highest level. Each player controls a single character on the field and assumes both defensive and offensive roles regardless of position. There are no pause elements such as fouls, offsides, or dead balls in the game. Thus, matches progress uninterrupted and smoothly. Short 5-minute matches are shaped by quick reflexes and instant decisions. The ball bouncing off the wall necessitates constant movement on the field. The graphics have a retro-futuristic style, and arenas filled with neon lights increase the energy of the game. Competition is always high in single and multiplayer modes, but since the controls are accessible, it appeals to players of all levels. It is one of the most immersive productions of this summer for those who want to experience football outside the usual molds. Donkey Kong Bananza is preparing to make its mark on the summer months as the long-awaited 3D platform adventure of the series. This time, players explore a mysterious world underground and feel Donkey Kong's physical power much more intensely with environmental interaction. Throwing giant rocks, breaking breakable structures, and destroying obstacles are now basic parts of the gameplay. The young character Pauline, who accompanies the story, takes an active role in cooperative gameplay and provides support with sound-based attacks. Different animal forms are gained thanks to the transformation system, which diversifies the exploration options. While the skill tree is developed with an RPG-like progression system, a colorful and detailed world visually draws the player in. This production, which shows the power of the Nintendo Switch 2, offers an experience full of not only nostalgia, but also brand new mechanics. It makes an ambitious and energetic return befitting the Donkey Kong brand. Deltarune, signed by Toby Fox, deepens its story even more with its third and fourth episodes. With its colorful characters, unusual humor, and surprising flow of events, it once again manages to draw the player into its own world. The new episodes surpass the previous parts in terms of both narrative and gameplay and bring the darker aspects of the universe to the forefront more. While the combat system gains variety with small but effective changes, character interactions are again blended with emotional moments. It maintains its retro style visually, but the animations are more fluid and the scene transitions are much smoother. The music is still unforgettable, making the atmosphere both fun and sometimes creepy. Deltarune offers not only an RPG, but also a strong narrative experience with its structure that makes the player question every choice. It is one of the most anticipated productions of the summer for those who follow the series. Mafia The Old Country returns to the series' roots and revives the classic Mafia atmosphere. The story, set in the 1920s Italy, tells the foundations of a bloody empire through the eyes of one of the rising stars of the criminal world. With its advanced graphic details and cinematic narrative, each scene feels like a movie frame. Different regions within the open-world structure are enriched with striking side missions and character-focused dramatic dialogues. Car chases, conflicts, and stealth mechanics have a much more refined structure compared to the previous games in the series. The music and sound design successfully reflect the spirit of the period and strengthen the atmosphere. As the story progresses, moral choices come into play, and the character's fate is shaped by the player's decisions. It manages to be one of the most remarkable story-based productions of the summer months. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater remakes the unforgettable third game of the series with Unreal Engine 5, transforming it into a modern experience. While the deep and political narrative focused on Big Boss's youth is preserved in the story set during the Cold War, the visual quality has been greatly updated. The gameplay offers both the old style with a classic camera angle and the modern third-person camera option. The melee combat system has been made more fluid, and battles feel much more impressive with new animations. The damage system has been improved. Snake's injuries are physically reflected on the character model and leave permanent marks. The forest environment creates a much more intense atmosphere with the use of lighting and 3D sound. Minigames and nostalgic content have also been included in the new version. It offers a powerful rebirth for those familiar with the series and a cinematic action experience for new players. The Alters focuses on the complex relationship between a man trying to survive on an unknown planet and his alternative versions of himself. Thanks to a substance called rapidium, it becomes possible to create alter versions who have made different life choices. Each alter has a different area of expertise. One is competent in engineering, one in agriculture, and the other in health. However, they have their own desires, regrets, and conflicts, not only functionally, but also emotionally. While the player builds a mobile base and escapes the deadly rays of the sun, they collect resources, produce, and continue their struggle to survive with these altars. The disruption of morale, communication, and order affects the entire system. It offers a very deep experience with its strong narrative, tense atmosphere, and structure that makes you question every decision. It manages to be one of the most remarkable science fiction productions of the summer months. Shadow Labyrinth is a dark and surprising take on the classic Pac-Man universe. The player controls a warrior who has lost his memory and searches for his identity in the depths of a mysterious labyrinth. The Metroidvania-style structure features exploration-focused sections, paths that open up with new abilities, and fast-paced sword fights. The classic arcade spirit is revived in retro-themed areas within the labyrinth. These sections strongly convey the Pac-Man Championship Edition vibe. It also becomes possible to transform into the giant mechanical form, Gaia, thanks to the artificial intelligence named Puck accompanying you. The visual style is simple yet impressive, and the music keeps the atmosphere dark and mysterious. It successfully blends both platform elements and action-packed conflicts. It stands out as one of the most surprising and different experiences of the summer months.